No more struggling to lose that hormonal weight. Here's what to eat. Over the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to show you the best foods to eat for hormonal weight loss and that are designed for, well, everybody aren't right when there's a hormonal balance in play. If you want my hormone balancing food list for weight loss that my clients get in my program, simply drop me a line below and I'll be sure to shoot it right over to you in Messenger. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Phyllis Thompson, your favorite hormone hacking for weight loss coach. In every single one of my videos, you will walk away with at least one simple strategy that you can implement immediately to start shrinking that waist and feeling better after watching every single one of my videos. Now, in just a few minutes, I'm going to run down that list of foods to help you that you should be eating to help you balance those hormones and start losing that weight. Now, the last time we talked, we discussed hormonal imbalances that could be making it difficult for some women to lose weight. If you've not watched that video, go search for it in my channel because it is going to set the stage for this discussion and every discussion coming after. Now, let's talk about today's favorite hormone, estrogen. Estrogen will decline 40 to 60% in menopause, just enough to make that monthly cycle halt. And is going to stop. And that absence of your cycle for 12 consecutive months is what shows that you are truly in menopause. Now, the fluctuation of estrogen levels during menopause is partly responsible for those symptoms that you may be experiencing, like hot flashes, poor quality of sleep, and vaginal dryness. It can also have a significant impact on your mood, making you feel anxious, depressed, and or stressed. So let's talk about some ways to naturally balance those estrogen levels so you feel better. Now, the majority of the body's estrogen is made by the ovaries, but during menopause, it will stop doing that. So the adrenal glands is what we will be relying on. The adrenal glands are triangular shaped, I can't talk, triangular shaped glands that sit on top of our kidneys, and they produce a small amount of the body's estrogen. Now, during perimenopause and menopause, it is key to support those adrenal glands. And women in their 30s who are experiencing perimenopause will start to feel the effects of this as early as your 30s. So it's important to start soon. Start right away supporting those adrenal glands. One of the ways we can do that is with getting adequate vitamin E. Vitamin E plays an important role in supporting the adrenal glands. And when they're functioning properly, when the ovaries stop producing estrogen, the glands will still be producing it and releasing it into the bloodstream, which can help with some of those pesky symptoms that you're experiencing. Research has shown that vitamin E supplementation helps ease those symptoms such as hot flashes, night sweats, and vaginal dryness and mood swings. My big rule of thumb with supplementation is always check with your doctor, right? We want to supplement with food, real food first. And then if you're still experiencing some symptoms, speak with your doctor about other forms of supplementation because you want to make sure you're not getting too much of any one key micronutrient or trace mineral. Also, sometimes people will look at herbal supplementation. You always want to check with your doctor for those as well, because they can have interactions with medications sometimes. So, supplementation, real food first. If you're going to move into a different form of supplementation, doctor before you move forward. Now, some great natural sources of vitamin E are going to be sunflower seeds, avocados, almonds, Swiss chard, and butternut squash. They are all rich in vitamin E. I think I said C earlier. We're going to get to vitamin C. I jumped ahead of myself. We're talking about vitamin E now. But remember, when it comes to nuts and seeds, you want to consume raw versus roasted because the roasting process will break down some of the nutrients and the fatty acids that are in the nuts. So the whole point in us eating the nuts in the first place is broken down in the roasting process. So if you can opt for raw, the best places to get that is typically going to be your local farmers market. I love Sprouts. If you have one near you, they have some of the best prices on produce and raw nuts because you can get them in bulk. Now let's move into vitamin B, especially vitamin B5. It has several functions in the body, some of which regulate and support the adrenal glands, right? That's what we're talking about here. It plays a role in making cholesterol too, which is a precursor, can't talk, to the steroid hormones, including estrogen and progesterone. Those are our reproductive hormones. Now, the vitamins are heavily involved in energy production and therefore help with memory, regulation of mood, we were talking about that, and cognitive function. This group of vitamins can minimize brain fog, difficulty concentrating, and poor memory, which are some common symptoms at this stage. Vitamin B is naturally found in chicken, oats, whole grains, eggs. I love eggs, which are eggs are like mad expensive right now though. But eggs, beef, and potatoes. Yes, you can eat potatoes. Carbohydrates, natural carbohydrates that are not processed are good for your body. Now, lastly, vitamin C. I was getting ahead of myself when I mentioned it before, but now we're here. Vitamin C, we all know the great immune system effect that vitamin C can have, but they also support our adrenal glands. A diet rich in vitamin C ensures that our adrenal glands function properly and keep those hormones in balance. Vitamin C also provides a protective factor against bone loss because it's an important nutrient in the making of collagen. Collagen is abundant in the proteins of our bones and connective tissue that makes the skin durable and strong. In other words, it helps keeps the skin tight, right? So it keeps us looking younger, longer. I'm here for that, okay? Adequate intake of vitamin C is easily obtained through diet alone, so you don't actually need to supplement for this and any other way than making sure you're getting the right foods, right? Citrus fruits, such as lemons, oranges, grapefruits, red peppers, Brussels sprouts, they all contain very high percentages of your daily recommended intake of vitamin C. Did you know that one orange contains 100% of the vitamin C that your body needs? It's as simple as that. And that brings me to my final point, which is phytoestrogens. Phytoestrogens is a fancy word for plant estrogens, and those are natural compounds found in plant foods. They weakly bind to the body's estrogen receptors, and they aid in the balance of estrogen levels because they closely resemble human estrogen in their chemical structure, but they're gentler. 2% of the estrogenic effect of the human estrogen is what they contain, right? So while they're less potent, they can produce significant estrogenic effects because unlike human estrogens, they aren't bound. So they are freely available to the tissues. And what's fascinating about phytoestrogens is they act as a buffer. So if you have too much estrogen in your body, they can help metabolize that excess estrogen. So sometimes we get too much estrogen and we become estrogen dominant, which is a huge topic for another time. But we become estrogen dominant from endocrine disruptors, another term we're going to talk about at another time, but that comes from our environment, things we put on our skin, in our hair, our cleaning products, things we put into our homes. They're called xenoestrogens, which are fake estrogens, and they produce these xenoestrogens, which attach to the body's estrogen receptors. And they're not real estrogens, but they act like they are. So they make the body estrogen dominant. Now, what phytoestrogens do is they help metabolize those fake estrogens so that you stay in balance and you feel better. And so my point with that is eat more plants. Fresh fruits and vegetables contain plenty of these phytoestrogens, these natural compounds that your body needs. So load up on them because it can help eliminate some of the chemicals that come into our bodies, right? So now, if you want my hormone balancing food list for weight loss, just drop me a line below. Just drop the word list. But if you need a more customized approach to your fitness journey, drop the word hormone in the comments and we can talk further about whether my hormone hacking for weight loss program is a good fit for you to get to your goals faster. That's all I've got for you today. Until next time, ciao.